As you found their names, I felt them whisper through the fade. My own name changed. I am now Eulogy. I will remember them, a light glowing in memory.
That means a lot.
just got news from Ventus.
The Candlehop. They carry messages through the city.
Got some new supplies. Take a look. Keep safe out there.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my purview.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Neither of you strike me as a bloodthirsty sort.
Our shared enemies deserve our worst.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
You're in charge. Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the Crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
The gods care about taking Treviso.
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Helping the Crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our Crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow, then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus may not trust you at first, because you're Kunari.
The occupation makes it difficult to appreciate the difference between regular Kunari and the Antam.
Let's do business.
See you again. I keep the crows well stocked. You're welcome to it. I'm always open.
Greetings, Rook. I am Air, one who provides training for Antivan crows.
You're not a crow yourself?
Not as such, but we are frequently at their service. That answer suits them, as it should suit you.
Can anyone hire you for training?
I've never been hired. Ours is a boon that is granted, and I have no part in deciding who receives it. Not that it would matter. From what I observe, you are beyond any training I could impart.
Who are you currently training?
The fledglings, among others. To be an assassin is to know both the means and meaning of ending a life. It is difficult. A crow's response to a war is quite different than the response to a contract.
You're new as well, right?
I'm Dartonia Charis.
Dimitri. Just Dimitri.
Hello. Just. Dimitri?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Almost there.
How many of your cases trace back to the Venatori?
Too many, if you're hoping the cult's not a problem. Not enough if you want to blame them for every hurt the city suffered.
Of course.
If you want a less complicated answer, you won't find it in Minrathous, or anywhere else.
Command more!
Well executed! Beautiful work! Everyone all right?
Take this shot!
Take your shot.
Back to your gods.
Made it through.
More essence.
You're an independent? There's no detectives guild in Minrathos?
They're called city guards, usually, and they're useless.
There must be other detectives in the city, though. The weight of Minrathis does not sit solely on you.
Depends on which day of the week you're asking.
Hang on.
Maybe my aunt would take me in. But it's so far to say.
Well done! Without a guild, who negotiates your contracts?
I do.
How do you keep track of the going rates for detectives all over Minrathos?
I don't.
Mierda. I should introduce you to my negotiator. Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. Barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me.
Each piece is an investment. Goodbye and good day. Everything has provenance. Anything sound good? We've got Cellini ham and strawberry jam.
Come take a look if you like. Thank you.
Here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katerina took us both in, a long time ago now.
Tia can help.
Want to try anything on? Having trouble deciding? It's hard to go wrong with a nice quartz.
Listen to your body. What does it say it needs? If your stomach bothers you, a little ginger will set you right.
Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katerina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite.
Uh-huh.
In a duel to the death, everything matters, including fashion. Oh, you have a keen eye.
A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Looking to attune the body to a higher level of health?
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here. This is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Stabbing, slicing, chopping. We've got you covered. Over here, we've got a replica of Gara Hell's elf blade, as described in Last Flight.
The Antam eat, do they not? Surely they don't expect us to skimp on the cream in our white sauce.
Cafe Pietra's just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Mark my words, Treviso will come back even stronger from this.
Don't be shy. Come on over.
Of course.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Zara's not going to get Ilario, and she's not getting away with anything she's done. I promise.
Don't promise. But thank you.
So, are you glad to be back in Antiva?
It doesn't feel real yet. And it wasn't this full of Antam when I left.
I can imagine it's a shock.
They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your coffee?
Strong enough to take down a god. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost. Best place in Treviso.
People feel at home here.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
Almost feels like home.
I've got goods from all over.
Cafe later?
Good night for it.
The market never stops, even during occupation.
I meant to pick up more spices. Another time.
So this is Treviso now.
Have some hope. The crows haven't given up.
They won't last much longer if the Antam have their way.
was my cousin!
Don't worry. Tear and Viago sent us.
You're not more on to me, are you? Prove it and kill them! They killed Garrett! They killed my cousin!
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Dareth, my cousin. Please, you have to finish Dareth's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then, someone has to finish this for Dareth. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us